my name is Melissa van Dijk, and in today's video we are going to look into an amazing combination which also includes using your pure aloe vera gel and your niacinamide serum. And I recently came across a study which was also from 2002 that also caught my attention, because in that study they also used a petrolatum formulation against a niacinamide formulation to figure out which side would perform better to also reduce skin's water loss. And the conclusion was that the niacinamide side performed better, meaning it had more moisturizing benefits than the petrolatum formulation. And so that's why I think that the combination of using your aloe vera gel first and then also use your niacinamide serum on top can also help you to keep the moisture inside your skin. Now, if you're going to look into aloe vera itself, it mostly contains water, then also vitamins, minerals, as well as sugar. So it does not only hydrate the skin, but also attracts moisture to the skin. And then also when using niacinamide on top, this basically also creates like a barrier so that you also won't lose the water within your skin. And so I've tested it with several niacinamide serums, such as, for example, the Inkey's List 10% niacinamide serum, then also the ordinary 10% niacinamide serum with 1% zinc, then also Paula's Choice 10% niacinamide booster, as well as Paula's Choice 20% niacinamide. And the conclusion is, based on how I tried them, how it also feels on the skin, I do have to say that I think that the formulation of your niacinamide serum does matter based on how it feels on the skin, and it's also effective. Because from the fourth serums that I've tried, the ones from Paula's Choice perform better. And from those two, the 20% niacinamide from Paula's Choice performed the best, feeling-wise, and also how it applies on the skin. Because I did experience some dryness while I was also trying it out with the Inkey's List niacinamide and the one from The Ordinary. I'm not 100% sure why this may have happened. I believe that it also matters on what other ingredients are in your specific serum, so that the formulation matters based on also how it feels on the skin, so it also does not feel dry or tight, but at the same time feels comfortable and is very effective to keep the water inside your skin. So based on my recommendations and also the 4 serums that I personally also tried while I was also doing this little experiment, was also that I had the best experience with the Paula's Choice 20% niacinamide. Now, I know that there are also other niacinamide serums on the market, maybe also creams, as well as also the niacinamide powder. I haven't tried those, I only did try the 4th. And so based on that, I also want to share my recommendation that in case you also want to follow the steps, or maybe also try this combination for yourself, that using a pure aloe vera gel and the 20% niacinamide from Paula's Choice work really well. And while I was using the different combinations, when I was using the aloe vera gel at first, which I do recommend using it at first because it hydrates the skin, and then use your niacinamide on top, then those two combine really well, and I didn't have the need to also use a moisturizer on top. It was enough. My skin felt great. And so I can imagine that also doing this for over months, you can also see a difference when it comes to how your skin looks and feels. And so I also want to include a little demonstration so that you can see how much I also use of each product in case you also want to try this out at home. Now, first of all, if you're using your aloe vera gel in the morning and or evening, or maybe also during the day, I recommend starting off with your first step, which is also washing your face with a gentle and suitable cleanser for your skin type and needs. Now, I have already washed my face, and you can also apply it either on damp skin or dry skin. This does not really matter. I do not recommend applying it on a wet skin, because then it can feel a little bit slimy and not really well on the skin. So damp or dry skin, that's totally fine. Then I recommend starting off with your pure aloe vera gel. This is really strong to emphasize, since this is also with what I have tried it. I did use a pure aloe vera gel. I haven't tried it with anything else. So therefore I do want to emphasize it as well. And the amount that I'm going to use is, I always recommend with your aloe vera gel, do not use too much, since you may also feel are going to be surprised when also blending it into your skin, how much it actually is, because you don't need a lot since the gel is very water-like. And then start applying it all over your face, neck, and maybe décolletage, depending also on your preference. And when using the right amount of your aloe vera gel, it shouldn't feel sticky, it shouldn't feel tight or as if you would also wear a mask or like have applied a mask. Your aloe vera gel should be able to also like get fully absorbed from your skin, so it also kind of feels dry again. So, and while I'm blending it into the skin, I can already feel that it gets dry, meaning it also can sink into the skin. And so I didn't use a lot of aloe vera gel. That's really like something that I do want to emphasize. If you're using too much, it's not going to feel comfortable. So to avoid the stickiness, to avoid the tight feeling, or like as you would wear a mask, reduce the amount of your aloe vera gel and try it again. You have to play around with the amount of your aloe vera gel to also see what feels the best for your skin and also what your skin needs. But once you have applied it, move on to your niacinamide serum. Again, the one that I can recommend, where I had the best experience, is also the 20% niacinamide from Paula's Choice. That one doesn't feel dry on my skin, and it just feels comfortable based on when I'm comparing it to the other ones. And so with the 20% niacinamide from Paula's Choice, that one has a little bit more like a thicker, gloopy texture. And therefore I recommend using not too much. I like to stick with 3 drops. Then use it in the palm of my hand. And now I'm going to start applying it on top of the aloe vera gel. So since the aloe vera gel has already sinked into the skin, your aloe vera gel acts really like an hydrator, similar to, I would say, an hydrating serum, which usually are like hyaluronic acid serums. But do not confuse it with hyaluronic acid, but I do want to give you like a similar serum that you have also a better understanding of how your aloe vera can work, and therefore when also not using too much so that it's also able to sink into the skin, you can easily apply your niacinamide serum on top without any issues. And so once you have applied your niacinamide serum, then that's basically it. And my skin feels like great. It doesn't feel dry, it doesn't feel like tight or like that it sticks, like that it feels sticky, but it just feels amazing. And I do not feel the need to also use another moisturizer on top, because the combination works really well together. Now I do want to emphasize that yesterday someone also did mention in the comment section that she's basically also using her aloe vera gel, which after a few tries she found the aloe vera gel she also really likes for her skin. And she's mixing also the niacinamide powder, which you can get from The Ordinary, with her aloe vera gel. And she mentioned that this combination also works really well for her oily skin. And I haven't tried the combination, but I can imagine that this also works really well, because your aloe vera gel is great if you have oily skin, you just want to add hydration to the skin, but also still get the benefits that niacinamide can give you to also have a better skin balance going on. And so therefore this could also maybe be an option if you have the niacinamide powder at home, and just try it out. But based on my experience, those two together work really well. And then also don't forget that when being exposed to the sun, also use your sunscreen as your last step. If you're doing this in the evening, there's no sunscreen needed, and it's a very simple but still effective skincare routine. Now this is also what I wanted to share with you. I also do hope that you enjoyed this video, that you also now can try it out at home and see also how it will work for you. But I do also want to share this combination with you because it can be very effective for your skin water loss. Now, if you like this video, please also don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well as share it. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in the next one. Happy skincaring. Bye!